Hello and welcome to video 1 of this workout. You may be doing this workout for a couple of weeks, so please make sure you are working at your level and are doing what your cancer physical activity practitioner has prescribed. Please make sure you have suitable footwear and clothing for the video and have water to hand throughout. Please make sure you are taking breaks as and when they are needed. Enjoy! In this video, we will start with some warm-up exercises and then rest for 1 minute. We will follow with 6 strengthening exercises: sit to stand, banded press, glute bridge, banded seated row, reverse lunge and dead bug. For each exercise you will be doing 10 repetitions. Please make sure you are slow and controlled throughout. Remember, to complete this workout, you will need a chair and elastic band. Then we will finish with some cool down stretches. So starting with our warm-up, we are marching on the spot and doing our knee grabs. So this is marching, bringing your knee up towards your chest, holding it for a second and bringing it back down. Keep repeating this. Make sure you've got a flat back and your head is facing forward. Next, we're moving on to our cat camel. So come down onto the floor, hands flat on the floor and knees on the floor like this. And all we're going to be doing is rounding and then arching our back, bringing our head up. You should be feeling this stretch all throughout your spine. Keep going. Have a slight rest. Roll those shoulders. And then we're going again, back onto all fours, rounding and arching our spine. Nearly there. Now moving on to the world's greatest stretch, staying on the floor with our hands flat on the floor. We're bringing our feet up towards our hands as close as we can to our hands. Hold for a second and then repeat with the other leg. Now we are moving on to bird dog. So again on the floor, raising the opposite arm to opposite leg, holding for a second and coming back to the other side. Don't worry if you wobble a little bit on this one. Hopefully your balance will get better throughout the weeks. Keep going. Our last one is our multi-directional lunge. So on your feet, you are going to lunge forward, to the side, to the opposite side, back forward, and so on. Make sure you are keeping your chest up, facing forward at all times. Perfect. And finish. So first we'll be starting with our sit to stand. Make sure you have a chair that is stable for this. You are going to come up into standing, slowly sitting back down, making sure you're sitting down slow and controlled. If needed, please use the armrests. Here's a side view. Now we are moving on to our band press. Remember, you will need elastic band. Bring the dyno band back around you, holding on with both hands. Keep your feet hip width apart, back straight and head facing forward. Bring your arms out in front and slowly back. Five more to go. And stop. Now moving on to our glute bridge. Come down onto the floor so you are lying down with a bend in your knees. You are going to be bringing your hips up towards the ceiling like this and slowly back down to the floor. Keep going. Halfway there. Nearly there. And rest. Now moving on to our banded row seated. Remember, you will need elastic band. Coming down onto the floor, keep your legs straight and bring the band around your feet. Make sure your back is straight and head facing forward as you pull the band towards your chest and release back towards your feet. Make sure you are slow and controlled throughout. Halfway there. And finish. Moving on to our reverse lunge. From a standing position, bring one leg back and slowly bend down, making sure you've got a 90-degree bend in both your back and front leg. Make sure you're looking straight ahead throughout. Please use a chair or a wall for balance if needed. Nearly there. And stop. Now moving on to our Deadbug. Come down onto the floor, arms up towards the ceiling and legs at a 90-degree bend. Slowly bring your arm down towards the floor with your opposite leg to arm. Make sure you're not hitting the floor as you come down and you are slow and controlled. Keep your tummy muscles tight and make sure you're breathing throughout. And finish. Now we are moving on to our cool down stretches. We are starting with our pigeon stretch. So come onto the floor, bringing one foot bent out in front and the other straight out behind. Back straight, just holding that stretch there. We are going to be holding these stretches for about 8 to 10 seconds. Swap legs. Perfect. Now we are moving on to our hip stretch. So bring one leg forward and the other leg on the floor like this. So stretch forward slightly so you can feel this in your hips, keeping your back straight. Swap legs. Make sure you get your balance. Now we are moving on to our hamstring stretch. So come up into standing, one leg bent and the other one straight out in front with our toe pointing towards the ceiling. Bring that toe closer to yourself to feel the stretch a little bit more. Keep your back straight, chest up and head facing forward. Next is our thoracic stretch. This is where you'll need your chair. Put your elbows onto the chair and your head in between the gap that we have created. All you're going to do is stretch out so you can feel this in your mid-back. Rest and then go again. Our last stretch is our seated chest stretch. So sit on your chair, nice and upright, head facing forward. Bring your arms to your back and stretch out. So you should be able to feel this stretch along your chest. Relax and then go again. Roll those shoulders. Well done, you have now completed this video.